Wiring the outdoor unit should be done by a competent electrician with all safe working practices observed. Power should be supplied from a dedicated breaker at the consumer unit. This can either be an MCB on the RCD protected side of the board or an RCBO. The breaker should contain a bipolar cutout and have a C-curve, and it should be sized as follows: 16 amp for the 4 and 5 kilowatt units, or 32 amp for the 8 and 10 kilowatt units. Power should then be routed via this MCB to a rotary isolator located near the outdoor unit using external weatherproof cable which has been sized correctly by an electrician. The rotary isolator should be IP65 rated, lockable and break all of the poles when operated. To access the wiring terminals, we need to remove the right hand side panel of the outdoor unit. First, remove the 4 lower screws, hold the panel to prevent it from dropping, and then remove the top screw. The panel can now be slid down, angling the bottom outwards for removal. Power to the outdoor unit is to be routed from the rotary isolator using a flex which has been correctly sized by an electrician but is a minimum of 2.5mm squared for the 4 and 5 and 4mm squared for the 8 and 10. Route the flex into the unit through the rubber grommets, cutting them to fit as necessary, ensuring that a drip loop is left where the cable enters the unit to prevent water ingress. Guide the flex through the conduit inside the unit, which will direct it towards the terminal block. Once the flex is in place, strip it back by a minimum of 60mm, leaving the earth wire slightly longer, and connect the live, neutral and earth to the terminals labelled power, securing it with the cable securing clamps at the base of the control board. The last cable to connect into the outdoor unit is a 1.5mm 4-core flex which supplies power and communications between the outdoor unit and the indoor unit. This is the only cable you need to run between the outdoor unit and the heating system inside. Connect the 4-core flex to the terminals labelled indoor unit, with number 1 being the live, number 2 the neutral and number 3 communications, again securing with the clamps at the base of the control board. To refit the right hand side panel, angle the top into the gap and then push it flat against the unit, slide it upwards and secure it by screwing in the top screw first, then refitting the 4 remaining lower screws. A helpful tip: after wiring up the outdoor unit, you can safely leave it powered without connecting the control box inside while you continue with the rest of the installation. The outdoor unit needs to be powered for 6 hours before any heating demand is created to prevent damage to the compressor. This tip should save you waiting around at the end of the installation.